After a wild Daytona last week, which saw Bradley dominate from the pole, we are now here at Oswego Dirt to kick off Oswego Dirt League, I guess, which is Hollywood Stapleton Shootout Week. 3 days of action in a row, and all gets started here for the Amsoil ARCA Series, race number 2 of the season, the AutoZone 200. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Amsoil aka Nathan Stapleton, and welcome everyone to our field dirt. Once again, we're here earlier in the year for the Harley Cup Series, and now we are here for the regular time of the year, I guess we can call it out since it's the second year in a row. It's the Richard Hollywood Station Shootout Week. Here tonight is the Amsoil ARCA Series. Tomorrow night we got the heat races, and then on Wednesday night will be the A, B, and C lanes for this year's event. And I'm not alone for this one. To kick off the week, I'm joined by Alex Graham up here in the booth. And welcome.
You are.
And welcome up here. And hopefully you don't get dirty here at Oswego.
No, this is still a video game, so I'll be safe. But there's enough dirt on my floor in my room. Anyways, excited about this one. Obviously, leading up to a big event on your channel, the Hollywood Shootout, definitely one of the bigger races you do, kind of like the Thanksgiving 500 on my end. Great to have this series a part of it here, and I got some dirt racing here. And this is going to play out a lot like a short track. It's kind of how it works here usually, but definitely excited to see how it all goes down here. With a shorter field, you usually get a pretty good race when you have a short field. Definitely get to focus on these guys a lot more. Don't know what we're going to see today. Don't really run this track too much, but I'm excited to see what we get here on the dirt.
It's going to be a wild one for sure. Of course, if anything is like we saw last year at our field for the Richard Hollywood Station Shootout, then we could be in for a treat here for this Amsoil ARCA, because of course this is something that these guys will be used to, because out of the 14 races, we have 7 short tracks, 5 pure short tracks and 2 dirt tracks, so these guys are going to be racing at these types of racetracks for half of the season here tonight. And let's go over the points. Of course, very straightforward. After the race 1 of Daytona, Bradley with a 2-point lead over Zane Crawford in second. Angel Gutierrez is in third, 4 points back. Brandon Beal is in fourth, 5 points behind. Victor Miller is in fifth, 6 points behind. Josephine O'Neill is in sixth, 7 points behind. Seventh is Caleb Rose, 8 points behind. Skylar Taylor is in eighth, 9 points behind. Evan Burke is in ninth, 10 points back, and then Will Perez is in 10th, 11 points back. All very, very tight. Of course, after Daytona, but have to see if what things will go down here at Oswego Dirt. Is Will Parrish on the pole? Of course, there's no bonus points for the pole in the ARCA series, but he still gets a lot of good track position. And alongside him is the number 6 of Matt Davis. Row number 2 is Josephine O'Neill and Jacob Miller. Row number 3 is Angel Gutierrez and Josh Self. Row number 4 is Caleb Rose and Nicholas Samadillo, a great row number 4. And running out the top 10 is number 43 of Tanner Pullen and the Daytona winner of Bradley Weem. So that's going to run out the top 10. And let's get these 24 drivers rolling off for race 2 on the season, and for the AutoZone 200. Of course, it was the Auto Nation 200 at Daytona, now the AutoZone 200 at Oswego Dirt. Well, Alex, it's a short race, 50 laps. Who do you think will get the victory here tonight on the dirt?
Well, I want to be biased, and my driver there of Josephine O'Neill winning, but that's not going to happen. Angel Gutierrez in that 57. Angel's a great driver. I think he's going to have the shot at getting it done here on the dirt.
Not a bad pick. Had to watch out for that 57 machine. Will Parrish and Matt Davis will lead us to the green. 50 laps on tap. Let's kick off Richard Hollywood Stapleton Shootout Week with a bang. Real green flag race from the AutoZone 200 at Oswego Dirt. A great start from Josephine O'Neill from 3rd to 1st on lap number 1. She will lead lap number 1 and get a bonus point towards the championship. And here comes Angel Gutierrez on the inside. I think the inside lane is going to be the place you want to be at the start. But once these guys start getting spread out a little bit, then the outside lane will be the place to really defend the lane. But 3 wide already throughout the field, and Gutierrez trying to make the charge on 2nd.
Well, this is definitely an interesting racetrack. These guys going a little bit slower than I thought, but then again, This is a dirt track, so we're not going to expect the speeds that we might see at some other places. But Josephine O'Neill doing her best Jesse Love impression right here. That's why I chose that car.
Oh
We got
boy!
a lot of moments right there, and a car upside down. My goodness. Caught a glitch there.
Well, welcome to Oswego Dirt and welcome to Richard Hollywood Safety Shootout Week. We saw that a lot last year, not to that extent, but wow, what a crash right there. And Josephine O'Neill is going to lead us back to the line. Terrible, terrible crash for Jacob Miller into the air and into the wall and got stuck in it. And I think that was only the main driver that was involved. Tough break for the 42, and what a way to welcome to the channel for this year's edition of Richard Hollywood Safety Week.
Yeah, that was... I didn't expect that to happen. But hey, you know, that... Yeah, I'm speechless after seeing a car get stuck in the wall. I mean, seeing a flip to begin with on a track such as this, but then again, I guess the way the dirt kind of cushions up there against the wall, we'll, as you alluded to, see that a lot more throughout the racing week here for the shootout weekend. Either way, I'm happy. Josephine O'Neill led every lap so far. We'll have to see what she does on the restart, but first I think we should see what happened to Jacob Miller in that 42 machine.
Boy, oh boy, I'm shocked as well. The 18 is out for both the Crown Jr. and the 42 of Jacob Miller, so all the way down from 24 to 22 cars. And let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the night here in the AutoZone 200 at Oswego Dirt. Here we go, a lot of things happen at the same time here. In 3 and 4 up ahead, we see the 43 of Tampon almost get into the 57 of Angel Gutierrez, and then right in front of the 42, these guys go 4 wide, but the number 10, 27 sits in the 03, and those 4 almost wreck, but they save it. And then here comes the 18 of Roberto Crown Jr., gets into the corner panel of Jacob Miller, and right at the same time, Zane Crawford goes up into the 18, and they all 3 go up into the racetrack. And we saw this last year, and we always see it again, hauled into the outside wall, into the air on top of 18, and then a weird glitch, I guess, and get stuck into the wall. Don't see that every day here on NR. And welcome to the channel, Jacob Miller. Second star on the channel, and in a weird position here at Oswego Dirt. Luckily, I only had 3 cars involved, and 2 of them are out of Crown Jr. and Jacob Miller, but early caution here at Oswego Dirt.
Well, you're going to see the 42 here, not really involved initially in this accident as all the action happens in front of him. And I see these guys just bouncing around, and yeah, that certainly was something I didn't quite expect. That is unnatural. But hey, thankfully it is just a video game. We know everyone's alright, but it's still a tough break for Jacob Miller, you know, starting out on the channel. Not a good way to start off his career here in the ARCA Series. Hopefully he'll get some better runs as we go on.
Yeah, for sure. Luckily, he's only raced 2 of 14, but not the way that the 42 wanted his night to end here at Oswego. But a great night for Josephine O'Neill so far. Started 3rd, has led every lap so far. Can she do what Bradley Ream did at Daytona and lead the most laps and get the victory? Let's find out, and let's get to the restart here at Oswego Dirt. Welcome back to Oswego Dirt. We will go back going on lap number 10 of 50, 41 laps to go here in the AutoZone 200, and only 2 cars are out, and that is unfortunately Roberto Crown Jr. and Jacob Miller. It will be O'Neill, Pelton, Gutierrez, Rose, and Satul in running out of the top 5. I'm still sorry about butchering the driver of the number 10. I will get right eventually. Back going with 41 laps to go in the AutoZone 200.
Good jump there out of the 20. Trying to hold off the 43 behind her. And now that we got a single file restart, might not necessarily see what we just saw into that caution where those guys kind of got bumped around since they are single file. Took them a while to get out of that double wide situation, and they never really did till the caution. But how about this 43 machine? Good opportunity right here. Trying to get to the inside of the 20, but O'Neill holding on to that outside lane holding off that 43 machine at Tanner Parton.
And this is what we saw last year here at Oswego, is once they got to a single file restart, that outside lane, they could wide the cushion and really take advantage of it and maintain the gap between someone behind you. Meanwhile, back in the pack, always seeing these guys trying to get some multi-groove racing here. Got Owen Miles and Caleb Rose running a little bit higher, and now here comes the Daytona of Bradley Ream running in P7. It's a great one for Bradley Ream here at Oswego Dirt, and here comes the number 10 to the inside of Will Parrish.
And now that we have the single file restart, not really seeing much shuffling going on. We do have the number 10 right here, moving to the inside. Gutierrez there, my pick to win is third. Good run for him, but you know, these guys kind of single filed out. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I really haven't been in tune with it too much. Do we have a cycle of pit stops here tonight, or are we going green flag the whole way through?
Well, unfortunately, Oswego's the pit road is a little bit buggy on the exit, so no pit stops, and there's no pit stops at all in these ARCA races with it being really short. So it's flag to flag. Besides the dirt tracks, and really besides here, if we get a caution, they could pit 4 tires and could have strategy if they really wanted to, but won't be a factor here tonight. The 27 to the inside of the number 10, that is Logan Williams, and he's going to get there and might have something for the 03, as the 20 of Josephine O'Neill really doing what Bradley Ream is doing at Daytona and starting to pull away from the field. Might have to watch out for Caleb Rose, though, moving his way up through the field up to 4th, and he's starting to catch up with Gutierrez and Parton.
Definitely a good run right here for the 35 machine. The car driven by Caleb Rose. Of course, Caleb's the guy who, on my channel, took a long time before he finally got a win as a driver. Finally was able to get one in the IndyCar Series in Michigan. But definitely excited to see Caleb Rose in this season. I feel like he have a good opportunity at getting some wins over here. And meanwhile, they got Gutierrez trying to get around Parton here for the 2nd position. But nothing I said about O'Neill doing her best Jesse Love impression, well, that is absolutely true right now. She has led every lap so far here on this dirt track.
Yeah, Ream did this at Daytona. I don't think Ream led every single lap, but Ream absolutely dominated at Daytona. And right now, O'Neill is doing that exact same thing, but Gutierrez trying to get to the inside, and this is probably something that we will see the next 2 days here at Oswego Dirt, with this being a dirt track and with how it is laid out. The outside lane is just going to be really good on the long one, and especially on the restart, but might have to watch out for Rose. He might be one of the fastest cars here at Oswego Dirt. He has 7th fastest time. And Gutierrez.
Oh, there we go.
Oh boy.
Kind of intimidated Gutierrez right there. Shot the 57 out of line. But as you alluded to, that outside lane is kind of the best place to defend here at Oswego. So it's going to be difficult for Caleb Rose to seal this pass on the 57. But all these guys are on each other, so if one of these drivers makes a mistake, and you see O'Neill a little bit wide off the exit right there, could open the door for Tanner Parton. I know Parton's liking this with these guys side by side behind him. Oh, and there goes Parton. Nose to the inside. Looks like Caleb Rose may get it to stick on Gutierrez, but they've been side by side for a couple of laps here.
Can Rose do a slide drop in 3 and 4? He's easily going to get that 3rd spot away. Gutierrez trying to whip the top, get one back on it. Might do a cross over here, not quite. Parton really trying one that's lane lower than Josephine O'Neill, and it might be working out for him. O'Neill might be falling off a little bit as Parton is really closing in on that 20 machine. Gutierrez barely to the corner panel of Rose. We got a great battle with all 4 of the top 4. And meanwhile, look at Shauna Martin inside the top 5. Great one for her in the 5th spot.
Got a good battle here for that 5th position. Still relatively the same top 4 right there, and Caleb Rose up to 3rd now, able to make that pass on the 57 machine. We'll have to see. That was the only move we really saw up front. We'll have to see if Caleb can have a shot on the 2 cars ahead of him, but Gutierrez is going to have an opportunity back on the 35 machine there.
Yeah, Rose went a little bit wide, but also wanted to one up there against the cushion. Let's see. I'm curious on what we are with Lap, because I saw the one of Zane Crawford also involved in that crash, but oh, he's doing just fine. He's running inside the top 15, so I don't think Lap cars are really going to be a factor, at least at the time being here. Top 10 as of now, halfway through the AutoZone 200. It's just Neil Tampon, Caleb Rose, Angel Gutierrez, Sean Martin, Will Parrish, Logan Williams. How about the 06 of Carolina Bradley inside the top 10? Evan Book in 9th, and Nathan Woolman in the top 10 now. And this is just the way that the track is right now, but Rose, I still convinced that he might have the fastest car here, now trying to take second away from Tanner Pullen.
Watch out for this 35. If he can make the move on Parton, he could have a shot at getting around O'Neal for this win. That 35 definitely tuned in well here tonight. We'll have to see, because it is difficult to make a pass here, as we have seen, and O'Neal starting to pull away there from Tanner Parton. We'll have to see if she can pull away even further here in this 20 machine. But with the equal ratings, you never know what these guys have within that range coming into these races. So Caleb Rose maybe a little bit higher on the number coming into this thing, but I think that 20 machine also is pretty high on the numbers as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think either O'Neal was pulling away or the 43 is just holding these guys up and not really a good long one car in that 43 machine. Rose really trying to get to the inside here. Can't quite get there to the 43. But Rose really trying. Oh, he's going to get side by side now in 3 and 4. Side by side for the second place spot at Oswego. And Rose might get here this lap.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting if Rose can make it stick, but I don't know. At 35, trying to work that inside lane. Took him a few laps to get there, but it looks like he might have a shot right here. He's got to be careful. Off the exit right there. Parton getting a good run on the outside. And that may have given Parton a bit of an advantage right there. But Caleb still trying on that inside, unable to hold the inside there on the 43 machine. And Caleb Rose going to remain there in the third position.
Parton whipped the cushion in 3 and 4, and I thought Rose was going to do a slide job. But Parton whipped the top slide, and now Rose has to regain his momentum and make a charge back at the 43. And looks like he's always starting to make a charge towards that 43. And O'Neal loves what she sees behind her. As long as they stay side by side, or as long as Parton holds off the 35, O'Neal's going to be in great shape. But I think this 35, if he can get around this 43, he might have something for that 20 machine, but just cannot get past this 43 opponent.
Parton may have an opportunity on O'Neal, but the only pass we've seen in this top 4 was Caleb Rose making the move on Gutierrez, and haven't really seen much else since. I mean, these guys are kind of wired in. They're definitely hugging the dirt right here, and these guys aren't making too many mistakes either. That's the big thing. And with the outside lane being the more dominant line, it always is much harder to make a pass if that is the case, because the way these guys are trained to run the races, they're trying to make the pass on the inside lane, which is what Parton's going to try right here, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make it with that outside lane being so dominant.
Yeah, this is what we see last year, and we are seeing it again, but can Parton get to the inside of O'Neal? That was close right there, and I don't know if O'Neal was pulling away. Well, she was pulling away, and then Parton caught back up, so I don't know if Parton was just saving his stuff for the last 10-12 laps, but coming to 11 laps to go, and now all of a sudden O'Neal doesn't have as big of a gap as she once did. Top 3 are under a blanket, and Gutierrez is hanging in 4th in case anything happens with the top 3 with 11 laps to go. And how about Logan Williams back here in the 27? It's up to 4th now. Wait, no, 5th.
We got a battle right here. Oh, we could have a wreck right here the way that's looking, and we got some contact in the wall. Can't imagine the 02 is going to be real happy right there with the 06 machine. But thankfully we avoid contact there. Other than that first wreck, we've had a relatively clean race here tonight, and I like the fact that these guys have had a clean one. And we still could have ourselves a wreck here with these two drivers. I mean, Shauna Martin there, and Carolina Bradley is too late. He's going after it there for the fifth position. We got some action up front. I think Caleb Rose might going a little wide right there, or no. We got Parton going for the lead. He might get it right here. Very good entry into the corner. O'Neill's going to try to work the outside, but it's not going to be a wire-to-wire race, or is it? That was close there at the line. Parton might get this one on the 20.
Boy, oh boy. Well, I mentioned how half the races this season are short tracks, and we saw the 02 and 06 make contact. That might not be the last time that they make contact this season, with it being 7 short tracks, but how about Parton trying to steal this one away from Josephine O'Neill here, and I think he's going to take it.
He's going to lead a lap at least, so it's not going to be wire-to-wire for Josephine O'Neill. And Tanner Parton will clear for the race lead. How about Parton? Kind of fell back there and then able to get back around the 20 machine, but it's not over yet. Still 6 laps to go here in the AutoZone 200. O'Neill might have a shot here on this 43 before this thing is over.
I think what Parton was doing when I thought he was falling off the pace, I think he was saving his stuff, but O'Neill, I think, is still one of the fastest cars here tonight at Oswego. This thing is far from over 5 laps to go. O'Neill back to the inside, and this is exactly what Caleb Rose wants to see, because I think Rose also has one of the fastest cars here. If these two can stay side by side, then we might have a 3-car battle. With 4 laps to go, this thing is far from over, but O'Neill is going to take the race lead back, and now this might be over.
Yeah, that was a very good move there out of the 20. She's got a lot of strength on the inside. Might bring in Caleb Rose right here. Tanner Parton, that's got to hurt because, you get up front, you make the move, and then you lose it right away. Now Caleb Rose looking to move the inside. I'm wondering if these tires are starting to wear out to a point where they're not really getting the grip that they were earlier on. That might be what we're seeing right here. Caleb Rose might have a shot at second. At 35, still working that inside lane very well, but I feel like at this point, O'Neill might be the winner of this race, the way things are looking right now. But still not over.
2 laps to go. It's about 2 to 3 tenths worth of tire fall off, so there is some tire fall off, and that might be what be affecting these drivers late. If Parton wants a shot at this one, he's going to have to whip the top side, and he is going to have to avoid the 35 getting to the inside of him, but that's not going to be the case. White flag is out for Josephine O'Neill here at Oswego, and for the AutoZone 200, it's been a dominating performance once again, just like Daytona, but not as easy, because Parton did have a challenge late. But off of turns 3 and 4, side by side for second. Oh boy, that was close for second, and O'Neill's gonna get the race victory here at Oswego for the AutoZone 200.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're gonna see all week here. Very unique little racetrack here. We had 2 passes for the race lead, but the dominant driver went to victory lane, and I didn't pick her, so that's why she won. Congratulations to my driver.
Yes,
here come the raid comments. I'm sorry.
Yes, congratulations. I don't know if anything happened late. The 25 of Nico San Mateo's on pit road early, as yeah, that's partly why we don't have pit stops here. And I thought I also saw the 03 have problems, and I'm not entirely sure if anything happened. You guys will see it, but a dominating performance from the number 20 machine here tonight, and O'Neill gets the job done, not without a few challenges of Tanner Parton and Caleb Rose. And I think something did happen, because Nicholas San Mateo is 1 lap down, Lil Pillage is 3 laps down, and the number 10 ended up blowing it up. So something did happen. Stuff did happen here at Oswego Dirt. The 03 had a tire go down, and the 25 of San Mateo had a brake failure, and that might be a little bit important at a dirt track. So tough break for those 3 drivers late, but what a finish right there. We about right for a second with Rose and Parton, and O'Neill getting the win in AutoZone 200.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun here today, but you know what? I think we got a lot more great races coming up this weekend here in the Hollywood Stapleton Shootout. Honoring your dad, which is a great thing you do every year. Like I said, definitely the bigger event on your channel, but I think once we get different physics here on the track, we'll even have better racing than what we saw here tonight. But, wow, this was a lot of fun there, and excited to see where the series ends up going with the points, because you have a smaller field, and usually the points end up being a little bit tighter when you get a smaller field like this, so excited to see how it all goes down. But O'Neill's had a great season so far. I think she was 6th at Daytona last week. Winning the race here, she might be the new points leader, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it might be either O'Neal or Gutierrez, because Gutierrez got third at Daytona and got fourth here tonight. William also with a great one, I believe, and where did William go? I don't know. I'm blind. 14th. Okay.
14th, yes.
So he was up for him, but now he fell back to 14th, so I don't think he's going to be appointed. I think it's either going to be O'Neal, Gutierrez, or maybe Rose, because Rose got 7th at Daytona. So it's going to be close to see what the points shake out. But a pretty good race here at Oswego to kick off the Witch of Hollywood second shootout weekend here. For tomorrow, it will be the heat races, all 5 of them here at Oswego Dirt. And then on Wednesday, it will be the A main, C main, and B main, I forgot the end of the other word, for the Witch of Hollywood second shootout. Was the next time that these drives will race for the Amsoil ARCA Series will be on October 11th, and 9 days from now at Lanier. And that is another short track, and that is probably the shortest short track on the schedule. So that's going to be a wild one there. And kind of like this one is multi-groove, and have to see what happens there. Huge thanks, Val, for joining me up here in the booth. Congratulations to his development driver getting the race victory in this one, and coming up all the points after race 2 of the season, and for the AutoZone 200. And until tomorrow for the heat races, we will see you guys next time here on NS Racing 97. Bye!